Hello students, today's topic is 2D viewing, windows and viewports. First we'll concentrate on 2D viewing. Now 2D viewing is very important concept when you click a picture of a scenery in your camera or a mobile or on a laptop, or it is very useful concept when you select certain portion of a screen and try to observe in a larger window, like when you zoom in. Okay, if I take an example, so when you use a Google map and you are concentrating on a certain area, then you are zooming that area, keeping that area at the center. So that is an example of viewing. So how this viewing is happening, how the window gets zoomed is happening, and the reverse, when you have seen that particular location, then you zoom out the window. So that is because of the 2D viewing. So what is 2D viewing, what is window, and what is viewports? That is the topic of discussion in today's video. Now first I will take one example in which you are standing at the top of a long building and observing a scenery in front of the building, and you have a camera in your hand. So consider this is a tall building, and you are standing at the top with a camera in your hand, and the scene which is in front of you is, say, a large mountains, then there is a sun, some birds are flying, some trees on a mountain. So this is a scenery in front of you, and you are trying to capture this scene in your mobile camera. Now there are two rectangles. The first rectangle includes the scene which you want to capture in the camera, and the second rectangle is the rectangle of a screen in which you want to view it in the camera. So there are two rectangles. The first rectangle is a big rectangle which may span from certain meters to certain kilometers, and the other rectangle in which you want to view that scene spans in few inches. Now this transformation from a large rectangle to a small rectangle is called 2D viewing, because this scene is a three-dimensional. It is a portion of a space, so it's a three-dimensional entity. But you are capturing that scene, which is a three-dimensional, into a picture which is a two-dimensional, and this transformation from a three-dimensional scene to a two-dimensional picture is called 2D viewing. It's called this 2D viewing. This transformation is called 2D, that is two-dimensional viewing. Now what are those two rectangles are called? Now the question is, what are these two rectangles are called? The bigger rectangle is called the window. Bigger rectangle is the window, or the rectangle which includes the scenery is window. And the second rectangle in which you want to fit that particular scene is called viewport. Okay, so the bigger rectangle in which the scene is included is window, and the second rectangle in which you want to view it on a screen is called viewport, and the conversion from window to viewport is called 2D viewing. So this is 2D viewing. Now in this particular example, the window is larger, which may span from certain meters to certain kilometers, whereas the viewport rectangle is in few inches. So in this scale, the entire scene is downscaling. Okay. Now let me take one more example. Now consider you are a salesman and you are presenting a data presenting a sales data pan India, across India. Okay, you are presenting a sales data across India. Okay, so this is the screen on which you are presenting, and this is a map of India. Okay, and this is a sales data. This is the sales data. Okay. Now there are certain regional managers who are only interested in certain portion of India. They are not responsible for the sale of entire India. They are only responsible for sales in particular region. So consider I am only interested in northeast portion. So what I will do, I will select the window which includes only northeast part of India, and then try to analyze the sales data of northeast in another window. So in another window, what you will do, you will zoom this northeast portion of India in a bigger screen. So this would look something like this. So this will give you a better picture of the sales data from the northeast region. Now, in this is also an example of 2D viewing. Here also we are, this is an example of 2D viewing, wherein the rectangle which includes the northeast portion is window, and the rectangle which includes this is viewport. Okay. And the transformation from window to viewport is 2D viewing. Now in this particular example, the size of window rectangle is smaller than the size of viewport rectangle. Okay, this is also 2D viewing, but in this case upscaling is happening. That means the rectangle of window is smaller and rectangle of viewport is larger. So this is an example of upscaling, whereas this is an example of downscaling. And this upscaling and downscaling is captured by concept called viewing transform. This is captured by viewing transform. Now what is viewing transform? That we will see in the coming videos, but this conversion from window to viewport is called viewing transform. So hope you understand the concept of 2D viewing and what is window and what is viewport. So window is the rectangle which includes the scene or a picture which you want to zoom in or zoom down. Okay, and viewport is the rectangle in which you want to see it. Okay, so in this particular example, the viewport is the rectangle of a screen, the rectangle of a screen of a laptop or a video or laptop or mobile or your camera. Whereas in this case, you are enlarging a particular portion of a screen into another screen where it looks in a larger scale. So this is the concept of 2D viewing. So thank you.